Paradise, Louisiana, with Gary Risponi, Joe Macaluso, and Don Dubuc is brought.
Hi, and welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Michael Papajohn. It's great to have you back in the state. If you don't know this guy, you know, in the Skip Bertman era of LSU baseball, he was the first great center fielder. And, you know, you guys had a little reunion this past weekend.
Joe, thanks for that. You can, I appreciate the compliment. I love being back in Louisiana. And Don, congratulations on all your success. I love talking fishing. I love talking baseball. I love from Birmingham, Alabama. Love Louisiana, love the food, love the outdoors. But now I live in California, so when I come back to the South, it brings me back. It really grounds me. And coming back for our 25-year anniversary of the first College World Series team that represented LSU, it meant a lot. We had a lot of players come back, and it really made us, as we were telling the stories, and you were there, Joe, it just made me feel like the reason we won is because we played. We were like a fraternity. We stayed together, and we went out together, and it was really great to reminisce, you know.
It's good seeing the old guys, you know. We've seen Stan Lower on his show before. We've duck hunted at his place, you know. It was great. We have a lot of fun. But you're in California now. You're in Hollywood. And I think everybody needs to know that he got his start because Everybody's All-America came to film at LSU years ago. And you were a football player in that movie. And of course, you played football in high school. And I think everybody knew you were a reasonably good player in high school, but a better baseball player, and that's why you stuck in that sport. But tell us what you do in California now.
Well, actually, at Everybody's All-American, the director pulled me off the side, Taylor Hackford, and said, "Hey, Papajohn, you're athletic. We like you. We think you do well as a Hollywood stuntman." And I remember, really? Go out to California and make a living being a stuntman? And I go, I better go talk to Skip about this. So I went across, walked from Tiger Stadium over to Alex Box, which the old Alex Box isn't there anymore. Right. But Skip really encouraged me to go for it. Because Skip used to talk about Andy Garcia and Mickey Rourke and being in Miami. Skip was the only person I knew that knew anything about Hollywood because he talked about Miami Vice and coaching at Miami. So I asked his advice, and he said, you know, your work ethic, what you learned at LSU, fundamentals, you just got to do in that industry and go for it. So so I did. Did I answer your question?
Charlie's Angels.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
Joe, I killed a lot of people, and I've been killed a lot in Hollywood. But no, that's kind of my bread and butter, actually, is playing the bad guys. And I remember when I was talking about coaching and acting, I remember Skip always said, you know, just get some good coaches around you. And I remember I kept hearing Larry Moss's name, an acting coach. And I remember when I first met him, actually, Larry Moss, you couldn't even get in his class. And I lied to his assistant, said I got a big movie with Denzel Washington, and I had a supporting role. I'd love to meet Larry and do a private. And I got in there and met with Larry, and he goes, "Michael, congratulations on your movie. Let's talk about it." I go, "Larry, I didn't get a movie. I'm just, I wanted to meet you. I heard you're the best." And I just doubled Adam Sandler and Waterboy, and I wanted to go from a stuntman to an actor, and I wanted to transition. And I go, "Larry, I heard you're one of the best coaches. Let's talk about making that transition." And he goes, "You need to read a play called, here it is," and it was called Othello. And Iago is a character in Othello, and he's one of the best bad guys ever. And that's kind of been, I read that play, and I kind of followed that, you know, kill people, been killed. But I told my wife, when you start having those love scenes, you know, you get paid more, so she can never complain, right, when you make that transition. If that ever happens.
Don, don't you think he looks like the next, you know, Don Francesco? And
No. What are we going to be seeing coming down the pike? Are you going to get to play a fisherman instead of just be a fisherman? Also be one in the movies too?
I played a fly fisherman, and they paid me to take fly fishing lessons. That was the best job ever. We need to put you guys in the movies, put some guns on you. And,
that's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
I'll be the first one killed. Don will be the second one. He shoots better than
He does. I'd love to go fishing with you guys. I know this is kind of a short segment today, but I love what I do, and it's a very competitive business. But I got a movie coming out in May called Thor, And I'm also, in the first week in June, I'm doing a Michael Papajohn Action Actor Academy. I'm teaching people that are interested in doing what I did how to do it. It's a very competitive business, but in Louisiana, man, you got so much opportunity here, so many movies, and I'm bringing an expert Hollywood panel to come in and teach, guide, show people in a business which is so exciting. You know, you can fish when you're 80. You can act when you're 80. You can produce, you can direct, and it's not like playing baseball. Like, I'm with these guys that play millions of dollars in the big leagues, but they're not playing anymore.
Right.
And what's exciting, I get chill bumps talking about the entertainment business because when you have a camera rolling and you do something, I remember I was working with Cameron Diaz and Mick G, the director.
Oh, you just drop a few names.
Well, her hair smelled good. That's what I remember. No, she was beautiful, but she has a lot of spunk, and she really went for it. We did an action sequence, and Mick G came up to me, the director, and he goes, "Hey, Papajohn, before we did our first take, he goes, "Hey, Papajohn, have fun. Film lasts forever." And I just thought about that, and it just kind of loosened me up to play and have fun in what I do. Because if you look at Braveheart, like if you look at the World Series, who won the World Series in 2000? Not to take away from championship teams, but I'm not sure. But I know who was in Braveheart. Who was in Braveheart?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. So those movies are played over and over. And then I feel like a 7 or 8 year old at Halloween. Playing dress up. That's why I love fishing. I used to fish when I was little.
Well, you've caught fish all over the world. You know, y'all were talking about fishing in Alaska, and when you played baseball in Alaska, you went. So you two guys have a shared experience. I know you've caught marlin in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You've caught sharks off of the Florida Peninsula. You know, how much better does it get? Then, what really got us hooked in was a story about you, and Jeff Rebele was a shortstop on that team. And you guys met Alan Ashby at 1 o'clock in the morning on Castaic in California, and you caught the biggest bass you've ever caught.
Well, yeah, I caught it. I think Reb said it. I said 9 pounds. Well, Reb said 9. I think it was closer to 10 because that was my LSU baseball number. 10 sounds good. But I fished with Alan Ashby and Reb, and we're at Castaic. Alan loved to fish there after he played Dodger games, and I go, "Reb, what time you want to meet?" And he goes, "We got to meet at 1 a.m., man, after the game, and no traffic. Meet me out there."
Right.
And we were night fishing, and I remember reeling that fish in, and it was to fish at night, not be able to see the fish, and I remember backing up, and I probably was real giddy, and I fell over a log, and I mean, even when you talk about the Kenai River, a story came up where I almost drowned at the Kenai because I had my little bass rod and reel. I didn't have the right equipment, and got caught. Got into a big fish, and my wader started filling up, and I was running down the river, upsetting the other fishermen. But I survived that one too.
I tell you what, LSU baseball, the movies and fishing, the stories could go on forever and ever. We need to get together and make a few new ones.
For sure. And when I come into a tackle store. And I'm all about wardrobe. You guys look sharp. I'm ready to go fish right now. But it excites me because it does bring me back to my childhood. And I always, wherever I travel, I always go to find out the local tackle store and try to, not only I love good food, but I also love good fishing and checking out the city.
Where can they get? I know folks, if they want to get in touch with you about the class that you're going to do here, how do they get in touch?
You can just go to michaelpapajohn.com underneath Train Action Actor event, and it's June 4th and 5th, and we're at the Sheraton Hotel, and it's a 2-day event, and I'm real excited about it. It's like I said, you got to give me a rank. You guys got to take me.
You got it.
If you don't take me fishing,
I've seen you.
All right,
we know what you can do.
I will hunt you down, Don. Okay, well, Joe.
Michael, see ya.
Thank you. It means a lot to be here. It means a lot to be back in Louisiana, and we are going to be fishing. You promise?
Soon. We got it. You got it.
Okay.
All you got to do is come back.
All right, I will.
Come back a couple days early before the class.
Okay, cool.
Hey, by the way, Cameron Diaz kicked his butt.
Hey, man, if you're going to get beat up,
that's the way to go.
I've been beat up by a lot of good-looking women. I don't have a problem with that because if I'm getting beat up by good-looking women on camera, they're paying me.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
We'll be right back. We're at Superior Bait and Tackle. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good seeing you, Joe. See you.